Touchdown. Touchdown.
Hi guys, thanks again for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita, I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm like Red Square. Over there one more time, I don't know, another brand spanking new episode of the Music and Marriage Podcast. Give thanks for joining us. Let's talk.
And we hope that wherever you are in the world, this podcast is reaching you in good health and in good spirits.
Yeah man, and as usual, before we go into our reasoning, we have to big up our sponsors, you know what I mean? So, if you're interested in door signs, door rates, merchandise, home decor, please do not hesitate to hit up Simply Rose Craft, right? She has her website, simplyrosecraft.com, or you can check her on all social media platforms, alright? So Simply Rose, big up yourself. Give thanks for decoring our home, our set. Big up yourself.
Yes, shout out to you. Also, make sure you guys go over to Nikki Glitz Cosmetics for all your loose glitters in your palettes. And don't be afraid to use your code MMP22 to get you 20% discount off.
Yeah man. Nikki Glitz, big up your damn self. So, what's up, babe? What going with you?
This one, I just took a sip and it's like the scent just slapped me in my eye.
Scent slap you in your eye.
Yeah, shit is mad strong.
Listen, man.
Yeah, so, what's going on?
You alright?
Yeah, just been busy for the past, month or two, or maybe even 3. Since September, it's been a bit hectic.
You know it's 2023 now, right?
Yeah, I know, we're in 2 months.
So you still at about September.
Yeah, because it's been since then that I've just feel like I've been so backed up since then, and I'm trying to play catch up right now.
Really?
With everything that's going on.
What specifically? Name 1 or 2 things that kind of have your brain wrapped up right now.
Your children, for one. You and your children.
That's a given.
That's one. The series that we started, trying to write that, trying to get into the frame of mind to write it, the script, trying to get into the space to make sure that it's good content. It has the message that I'm trying to bring across within the situation or the scenario that we present.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with the skit that we're talking about,
yes, introduce it.
Please go and check it out. It's on YouTube. We haven't really kind of a name for the
yeah.
We're not even sure if we want it to be like a series, like part 1, 2, 3.
We're not really sure what we want to do. We just knew that we wanted to start something, and
yeah, because we've been saying we wanted to start it.
Yeah, we've been saying that we wanted to start it. We did auditions for it, and I was asked this question a couple of days ago, if this was what we were planning on doing in reference to the auditions that we had a couple months ago. Kind of, sort of, but it kind of actually is falling into that right now, to the way how the writing process is going in my brain. It's kind of leading into that series that we wanted to start. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm happy to be in a new space, to be creating something, and this is something that I love to do. I love to create. I love to, anything creative. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So, it's putting me in a good space, sometimes a tense space, because having to make sure you write the perfect thing, or what is the perfect thing for what you're doing. And making sure that, I write something where I know people are going to enjoy. And then making sure my actor has the proper direction of what it is. He's so stupid. Of what it is that I'm seeing, or how I see the scene coming out, and us being, it's just us. You know, we're directing, we're producing, we're editing, we're writing, we're acting, we're doing pretty much everything for this. So it's, you know, it's challenging, but at the same time, it's fun. It's something that we're both new to.
And let me just clear it up, right? With my mom, first of all. It's acting.
Oh my goodness.
It's not real.
Listen, when I sent it to her, y'all, she was like,
It's not real.
I don't know. She wasn't feeling the part where her son is the butter man type shit. She wasn't feeling it at all.
Just creative influences that we have around us. You know, we see these things happen every single day, and we're not trying to say that this is happening in our life per se. You know, it's just that we like to create from things that are around us, right? To draw from things that are relevant to what is happening with the audience that we have.
Yeah.
And we bring them to life. You know what I mean? So it's not real.
Sometimes it might be a bit
Alright.
thought-provoking, because it will be thought-provoking, because that's just the type of people that we are. We like to discuss things that are taboo. So, you know, a lot of our things that we will be bringing forth in the near future, it's going to be, oh my God, clutching pearls and, oh my goodness, did my talk about that? Did I do that? Like, we're trying to push that envelope and push ourselves to be better and just be more creative and step outside of our comfort zone.
Exactly.
And just be a bit more understanding. And just because we're not going through it, that doesn't mean we can't relate in some way, shape, or form. We can be able to, you know, bring forth the thoughts of how we see things, you know, because it's not only just going to be the conflict. There's also going to be a solution.
Exactly.
You know, so it's not, we're not just giving you the conflict and the mix up and the this, that, and the third, but it's going to be a solution to it in the end, and it's going to be something that's going to have you think like, damn, you know, said, I some should not pray, or I should I try it that way, or, you know, somebody can tell my virgin, and, you know, it's for you to open up that reasoning, to open up that line of conversation where we can be able to be open, and, you know, just converse with each other and really get to the nitty-gritty of things.
Yeah, man, most definitely. And also to my brother, we just want to say, no, there's no domestic violence happening.
He actually, yo, brother, eat it to them.
You understand?
Yo, your brother is one big eater to them.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna tell you that.
even though it look real, I don't know, as a matter of fact, I don't know how to get domestic violence out of that first, the key.
Because of the snatching up and, you know, the physical grabbing, some people might take that as domestic, but in your opinion, in your character, the character is seeing it as, I'm gonna take what's mine, and like a possessive.
And some women like
Some
that
women
taking
like that.
control, and you understand what I say? So
I
it's
mean,
not necessarily right or wrong for me.
It's just whatever.
It's just what is in your personal space then. Like, you know, what do you prefer? You know what I say? So it's not necessarily something where me personally I try to portraying of is not a violent act, it's more of me knowing that my wife are not my wife.
People them wife, hear this, talk truth, no.
People them
talk
wife.
where it really go.
As a matter of fact, we have not name for the characters yet.
We don't even like, it's not weird.
The people them wife. It's just that I know that the people them wife love that.
It's not weird, B.
You know? So,
That angle in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not weird though. But yeah, it's just something where we're coming and we're just trying to be a bit more creative. We're just trying to show our creativity and, you know, just expand on what it is that you guys already know about us. But the domestic violence part that you were speaking on, for me, the situation that we dealt with in the scene, or we portrayed in the scene, I've seen situations like that with my own two eyes, and I've seen the woman they're not upset. It's like a turn on for women. So that's why I was going to interject and say that. But it's kind of weird that people see it as domestic violence.
Because in other households,
Mm-hmm.
you know, things like that might be frowned upon. You understand? A woman might not like that. You understand what I say?
I mean, I don't like a little I don't mind a little grabbing a little thing, but don't feel like you're gonna come put paws on me now, and that's a different story.
In the context of the scene.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In the context of the scene, I wouldn't
view that.
I don't see how you can. I don't see. Please, ladies, let me know which one of y'all can see that as a violent scene where you feel like it could turn out into a domestic situation. The most I can see someone saying is probably it could lead to like a rape situation where she's saying no and he's wanting it. But a domestic situation, I'm not really too sure. But either way, it's still getting a conversation going. It's still getting the topics that we want to invoke, we want to bring forth, we want to discuss. It's being discussed. So either way, how you catching it, if you're catching it that angle, and that's how you see it, listen, you're gonna see other scenes where it's gonna be cleared up, and clarification will be there for each of the characters, and you will understand why the character is the way they are. So it's reasoning to it. It's a little.
Just keep watching and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little madness behind it.
Let us know, give
Yes.
thanks to all who's been commenting on the key so far.
And my mama,
And
goddamn,
who's been sending
mama,
messages.
please.
Yeah,
I know you watch it. I give thanks for your support, but goddamn, every time you talk to me, we don't need to be discussing the key. I appreciate you. I love you. Yeah, because she keeps referring to him as the key.
I am the key.
Like, it's just funny as shit.
So, yeah. Part 1, the key.
Yes.
Out now.
Make sure you guys go and check that out.
It's on our
And it's
channel,
very
our
short.
channel.
It's under 6 minutes. So you guys can easily just, watch it on your
Listen
go,
to
what
us
you're doing.
on
Yeah.
Spotify or wherever. Just go over to our channel and type in the key, or just go to RSR Network and you'll see everything. Alright?
Yes.
Every playlist.
Yes.
Alright. One thing I wanted to kind of weigh in on today is we are hearing that the importation of ganja from Canada to Jamaica
It even makes sense, brother. You can't even say it properly.
has been
Approved.
and apparently it's within the Cannabis Licensing Authority regulations. There's been a lot of pushback against the importation of ganja to the island. I'm just going to read a little bit from the Jamaica the Jamaica Gleaner. It says importation of ganja from Canada in accordance with regulations, CLA, which stands for Cannabis Licensing Authority. It says the Cannabis Licensing Authority says the authorization granted to the company to import cannabis from Canada to Jamaica was done in keeping with designated regulations, right? So everything good. There have been pushbacks from local stakeholders since news emerged about the importation. They have argued that this came at a time when local players have encountered roadblocks in accessing the Canadian market. So it seems to me like people here in Jamaica, in the industry in Jamaica, can't access Canada, but Canada get to access our market with ease.
Which is easy. Jamaica has one big open girl on back road. I mean,
according to Mr. Taylor, Jamaica
open, very open.
My opinion upon it still is, me kind of get what them are say. You can't really open our market to outsiders and for the market not open to us.
But think about it. Think about it, really. Whoever says, dog, I'm finna go to Canada to go cop some herbs.
I mean, Canada have their own market.
It still ain't good as Jamaica's. is still
Maybe.
not on the level.
Maybe.
So why are you gonna be on a level 10 and you're gonna have imports from a level 4
You know
or
what I
5?
think it is?
And that shit is probably
I
filled
think
with
it's-
chemicals.
That is the part.
Like,
Them
come
don't
on.
really have the natural essence. Them are growing
Come
and
on.
everything.
Come
That is
on.
the part, right? I feel like if once them can open the Canadian market to our growers down here, then we're not seeing a problem.
Let me ask you a question. How
Yes,
many
ma'am.
Jamaicans do we really know of outside of the billionaires that come into the country and set up shop? Do we know any Jamaicans who own any dispensaries in Jamaica? Doubt it.
No, I don't really know the owners of the dispensaries. Them too.
But do we know anyone that's the promoters, the forefront, the executives? They're not Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Majority of them are from overseas. Majority of these companies that come in and set up shop. Listen, I'm not knocking y'all. I love y'all. But I'm just saying, majority of the companies that are given these license are companies that are out overseas, because if they're going to tell you have to have 10 million US to open a dispensary, because it's something ridiculous like that. How
Yeah,
many
something
Jamaicans
ridiculous
you
like that.
think that's gonna just be sitting on 10 milli, just like, alright,
And,
boom,
and,
I'm
and the
out.
thing about it too is that ganja was always seen as like the average man's drug,
Exactly.
so to speak. And we as Rastas I get beaten up back in the 80s and 70s, you know, for ganja smoking and get locked up, serve enough time. You understand what I say? For ganja smoking and ganja selling. See? So we kind of understand from that point of view. See?
I can't.
But at the same time, I feel like if we could have come to some kind of compromise where the market in America, in Canada, is open to Jamaican growers, then
The market in Jamaica has to be open to Jamaican growers. We not even getting the leeway in our own country. So how the hell you think we gonna catch it in another? Come on, my brother, stop playing with it. Like, Jamaica's not even making it accessible for their own citizens to say, okay. But and then the worst part about it is the liquor man them will have them liquor shop and them liquor store where them a sell them liquor herbs altar. Them shut it down every 2 minutes.
them man they still illegal.
They're still considered illegal,
Yeah.
but they're still operating, which is still known by the police. And they shut them down whenever it's beneficial to the dispensaries, because whenever they know it's around Easter time, holiday time, they know a lot of tourists are coming into the country. So they don't want the tourists them to go to the liquor man them. Them want the man them at the dispensary them no forget all of the money, which is not fair, because the dispensary man them is not. Majority of them are not Jamaican. Majority of that money that they're receiving is not trickling back on the island. It's going right back out to their country to wherever they doing.
This Canadian thing too. Them all come. Them all import down here, and the money I go right back.
Right back to
to the
Canada.
Canadian
It's not coming into Jamaica. It's not helping to get to use it. And I mean, we know how that go. We know how that go.
It's a tough one for me still. I understand.
I can't see it. I can't.
I feel like if there's some compromise, then it's alright. If there's no compromise, then hell no.
We gotta compromise on our shit on our own land first.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That is our
Once
issue.
we get that out the way, then of
It's a
course
serious
then we
issue.
can try to say, all right, boom, let's go to another country. 'Cause Canada gonna look at me like, y'all stupid.
Yeah,
Fuck you want rights in my country, you don't even have shit in your own.
Things set up in your own.
Like, you look stupid.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And a lot of them are not thinking about that. Like, we have to be mindful of how other countries are seeing you. They probably looking at you like, oh, you thirsty as shit.
Yeah.
The government needs to know what they're doing. They're just selling out the goddamn country, every type of resource, everything, even the things that they felt like was taboo and they were frowned upon, which is marijuana. All of a sudden now it's such a big investment, it's a big boom. Everybody want a piece of the business. But how many people died for it? How many people are locked up for it? Like, you know, it's just sickening how they're just using it as a tool in the pawn game right now, in the chess game.
Yeah.
Like a piece is just being moved. Like now it's accessible for us to make money off of it, or we know how to monetize it. We know how to be able to get what we want from it. So yeah, we're gonna make it run through that way. Yeah. But at the same time, the Jamaican citizens aren't.
It definitely feels away.
And then are we seeing one in the field do all of the cutting and the curing of the herbs and all of that? It's like we back on the plantation.
Yeah, the industry kind of I get away with.
If them did make it
modernize and it modernize
without the people of Jamaica, without the people of Jamaica,
definitely.
Because the big man them when them make them money, them not really spend it at Jamaica. They make the money and them gone.
Yeah, definitely. So I gotta do some more homework and see what it's really about. Let's see how it plays out. But you're right on all angles.
It ain't gonna play out nowhere other than Canada gonna say, listen, we gonna come to your country, but y'all can't come to ours. But we gonna still do business, and then Jamaica gonna say, okay, because it's open.
What ministry? What on that ministry?
Ministry of who? What is that? I don't even know. That's not tourism.
Which ministry?
That's not export. What is that?
Maybe tourism, you know.
Food.
Maybe the tourism
herbs.
ministry.
That's that bald head, big face, flat face man. Yeah, Edmund. Got the perfect name. That nigga don't peace, baby. Him, and he seemed crooked as shit. Just looking at him, you could just see scammer on him, like big time. No disrespect, like it is what it is. Like you look like a big time scammer.
Sorry, Ed. What are them things?
When you trust him with that thing, like him look like you were to take out your eyeball and say it wasn't me. You didn't see me. But anyways,
So
it's
topic of the day. Go on with you. I'll trouble your brain today.
I don't know. I don't even think we need a topic. We just discussed all of that, yeah.
All right.
I don't think we need a topic. We could just catch you guys on the next one. This is our first episode coming back.
Yeah.
And excuse us for the, the absence. We've been busy. We have things going on. Country back open, places back open, moving to FMEC.
Yeah,
So, just excuse us.
for the summer.
Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to, get things together. But we thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We hope you guys go over to our streaming podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and make sure you guys subscribe to us over there. And if you are listening to us on a streaming platform, make sure you guys go over to YouTube and subscribe, hit that notification bell, so whenever we do release a new episode, you will be notified. Make sure you guys hit that follow button on Instagram, Music and Marriage. Make sure you guys hit it also for my personal page, Nikki_Gordon718, and you can find my handsome husband at
Amlak Red Square on all digital platforms. And pay no mind to my obsessive football nature. That's just how I am, alright? I talk about football a lot, especially my people on Twitter, because that is where the football obsession is for me. Alright? So Amlak Red Square on all digital platforms.
I would say something, but my mama told me to keep my mouth shut if I had nothing nice to say. Big up all the Newcastle fans. Y'all in number 5 now? Oh God, I never see the day me I see Newcastle above Chelsea now up on the table. This is ridiculous. But shout out to y'all. You're definitely getting to where y'all need to be by tying first within a whole long. But yeah, big up on yourself. We're not going to rain on the parade. Shout out to Newcastle. They definitely doing anything in the top 5 on the table.
I know that was hard for you.
Yeah, very hard. Whew. Thank you guys so much for watching us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I am your host, and this is my co-host.
Amlak Red Square. Big up on yourself. Thanks for joining. See y'all.
Wow, good people.
See y'all.